Oh, come on. Kirk Cranston, are you sweating him?
No, it's not like that. It's not anything to do with Eden. It's Cranston himself.
Oh.
Listen, man, there's something about the guy. He's a threat.
What threat? You are imagining things.
Nick.
This has nothing to do with Kirk. This has to do with Eden that you're worried about.
Well, what if I am? I mean, you know, she's only the most important thing in my life.
And you are the most important thing in her life. Do you really think that a guy in a three-piece suit could take her away from you?
He's a lot more than a guy in a three-piece suit.
Listen, you and Eden have an incredible commitment to each other. You have gone out and bought her a house. It would be a terrible mistake if you doubted her devotion to you for 1 second.
But, man, you don't understand. She's not herself. She's walking around like she's about to go over the edge all the time. Every time I get her calmed down a little bit, he shows up and starts stoking her obsession all over again.
What obsession?
This thing about her father, letting her father die. And not only that, he's involving himself in every aspect of her life.
Well, you know they work together, huh?
Well, nobody has to work that closely together, I'm sorry. You should see the way this guy operates. Every smooth move he makes is devoted to getting her totally dependent on him. I think it's about time I put a stop to it before he does.
Listen, I don't know what you're up to, but I have a feeling if you involve yourself in this, you're only going to aggravate the situation more.
I'm going to investigate the guy as hard as I can. If I find anything even the least bit shady in his past, I'm going to bust his butt all the way back to the Harvard Business School.
Yes.
Where are you off to? I've been looking for you.
I'm going to have a lonely lunch, but if you'd like to join me, I'm certain you can liven things up.
Whoa, no, I'd like to, but I have a lot to take care of today.
You're always so busy lately.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I want to talk to you about the nurse's schedule.
Why? What do you care about the schedule?
Well, it's Mary. She wants the night of Eden's party off, and I promised her that I would talk to you about it.
Oh, really? Well, why didn't she just ask me?
I guess she was afraid you'd say no.
Well, I don't understand that. I thought we were very good friends.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, I hope we were, but then again, I always hope I'm good friends with the people, and it turns out later on that I'm not.
What about the schedule, Gina?
Well, I suppose we could work something out somehow. The other nurse likes to work nights so she can eat popcorn and watch horror films. I'm sure she would switch with Mary.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm sure Mary will be very grateful.
To you or to me?
To you, of course.
Mason, I wish you'd be grateful to me.
Well, I don't know what you mean, Gina. I'm eternally grateful to you. Right now, I can't think of exactly for what, but I'll think of it eventually.
Uh-huh. You always want to tease me, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to Eden's party?
Well, I've been invited.
Who are you taking?
I'll probably go alone. Since I'm going to be an unwelcome guest, I might want to leave early.
Well, if I wasn't going to be busy that night, I'd ask you to take me.
I would have been honored.
Then we'll have to think of something else that we can do together. Do you think we can?
If we put our heads together, I'm sure we can think of something.
Oh, I bet we can. Something to think about, isn't it?
Hey, Cruz and Eden were meant for each other. There's nothing is going to come between them.
A little like Barbie and Ken.
No, more like Lancelot and Guinevere. You know, Cruz has protected just about every person in that family that's ever gotten into trouble, and they've all gotten into trouble, it seems. Kelly, Ted, Sophia. Not only that, but Cece gave him his blessing right before he had a stroke.
Well, he's holding all the cards, isn't he? Except for a lot of reasons I know she's not right for him.
Look, Kirk, you've been hit by a thunderbolt. I understand. But just resign yourself to knowing that she's taken, okay?
Julia, I'm used to getting what I want. Do you understand that? Like blondes named Eden?
Like broken hearts. Tell me something. Does this promotion have anything to do with it? This promotion that you won for Cruz? You think you're going to score points with Eden if it gets pushed through?
Oh, no, she simply asked me to do it. I'm just trying to oblige her, what any good functionary would do.
You know that Cruz bought her a beach house for their wedding present?
Really?
Yeah, I made the deal.
Oh, well, that's a nice gesture on his part, isn't it? Where's it located?
The paper's right here, if you want to see. Of course, I don't know exactly why.
Sure. Oh, no reason, except that I'm just curious as to where people are buying their beach houses these days. Well, I'm sure she'll be pleased.
I'm sure that she will. Look, it's supposed to be a surprise, okay? I shouldn't have said anything, so don't you either. Now, back to the point. No man is going to make inroads on this relationship. It's perfect, and everybody knows it.
Julia, don't talk to me about perfect couples and lasting relationships.
Oh, well, look behind you. Look who just walked in, the man himself.
Ooh. So it is. Seems everywhere I turn around these days, it's Cruz.
Listen to me. Take my advice for your own sake.
You know, Julia, a little while ago you were throwing cold water on me physically. Now what is this? The psychological cold shower effect?
I was angry then. Now I want to help you, really.
Why?
Because I know that unrequited love is a bore. And I speak from boring experiences.
All right, well, I appreciate your advice, but you know what they say? The opera's not over till the fat lady sings.